Good evening and welcome to the Commentary Hub's roundup of Day 6 in the Women's World Cup 2023. I'm your alternative host, Nicholas Jones, and without further ado, here are the stories of today's matches. We start with Colombia against South Korea in Group H at the Hindmarsh Stadium in Adelaide. Both sides had equally great opportunities to score within the first half, but their defence would match each other's. However, a penalty for handball was awarded to Colombia in the 30th minute, which was easily converted into goal by Catalina Usme, who scored her 39th goal for La Cafeteras. Young 18-year-old Linda Caicedo would follow up with a second almost 10 minutes later, and this ensured Colombia would lead going into half-time. South Korea could do nothing about this throughout the rest of the match, as Colombia were too dominant on the pitch. For their next match against Morocco on Sunday, South Korea will need to strengthen their defence in midfield. Colombia's next match will also be on Sunday when they take on Germany. It'll be interesting to see how they fare against one of the more fancied teams. The game was also notable for the appearance of Casey Fair, who at 16 years and 26 days became the youngest ever player to start in the Women's World Cup, beating Nigeria's Ifeanyi Chejani's 24-year record, by only 8 days. The next match was in Group A, and it was between New Zealand and the Philippines at the Wellington Regional Stadium. History was made for the Philippines as they notched up their first ever World Cup win for either gender against New Zealand. The Football Ferns were the favourites coming into the game, but their opponents proved tougher than expected. Serena Bolden sent the Filipinas into the lead after 24 minutes, assisted by Sarah Egersvik. This frustrated New Zealand, who were looking to add to their win against Norway last week. But the Philippines held firm throughout the rest of the match and deserved the 3 points they got for the win. They next face Norway on Sunday, and New Zealand will be up against Switzerland on Sunday too. And speaking of Switzerland and Norway, that was the final match in Group A at the Waikato Stadium in Hamilton. Norway were relying on this match for a win after their disappointing loss to New Zealand. Switzerland, on the other hand, were looking to establish themselves as the top team in Group A and advance through to the round of 16. Norway, however, failed to reverse their miserable luck despite some brilliant efforts from captain Maren Mjelde and Sophie Haug, who replaced Ada Hegerberg before kickoff. Switzerland had their own chances with players like Nadine Riassen and Anna Maria Chernogovicevic pressing towards the goal, but Norway would hold firm. Group A's table looked something like this. Switzerland are top of the pile with 4 points. New Zealand and the Philippines have 3 points each, but the Football Ferns are second by goal difference. Norway are rooted to the bottom with 1 point. And for the final matches on Sunday, it'll be interesting to see how things will turn out and who the two nations will be that will qualify for the round of 16. And before we go, we'll take a look at our matches for Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll see the second of the Group C matches as Japan faces Costa Rica at 6 a.m. UK time, before Spain are against Zambia at 8 a.m. With both Japan and Spain having won their opening matches, could this be the day that decides who goes through to the round of 16? Canada will be looking to change their luck with a win against the Republic of Ireland, and that game kicks off at the later time of 1 p.m. UK time. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the roundup, and until tomorrow, good night.